First month of the season, teams starting to take shape, find out what they can do, and we will learn more here in Week 3. It's the Houston Cougars and the Auburn Tigers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, Houston's head coach told me right before the game, this is a concerning crowd. You know, every time we're here, it's one of the best atmospheres in all of college football. The coach said they will have to communicate at a high level. They have worked with crowd noise all week at practice. We'll see if it pays off here today. Guys?
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Kick off to get us underway. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Quick give. It's Hughes. He's got enough. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same play again.
They don't need a bunch on second down. Looking to throw, it's Wegman. Out wide right, it's Hughes. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Makes the grab, it's Broussard. Touchdown, Cougars! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper coming on that 48-yard touchdown dart. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. The quick game. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. Both these teams just outside the top 25 and really needing to win a game like this to vault their way into the rankings.
And it's just amazing winning a game like this, what it can do for your program, right? Recruiting, your confidence. Everything is better when you've got the number beside your name. And, David, one of these two teams is going to get that number if they pull out the win.
No doubt, and you continue to start the season off and build, right? Because you started with preseason, and you start with getting into the year, and now you're starting to build and build and build and build that momentum. Getting a win against a really good team, finding out who you are, can set the tone for your season.
Right side, it's Cobb. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was two guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
We're only in the opening drive here, guys. He's already making his mark in this game. He is so dynamic from the running back position, and it's obvious in their game plan and what it entails. They are going to force feed him the rock and just wear this defense down.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Could be an alley. And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Now from inside the red zone. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. From the gun, it's Cobb. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Brown wants to pass. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Well, they've been able to stay on the field a long time on this drive, and in order to do that, you got to be really good on third down. And that was a tricky one there. The defense trying to give them a bit of a different look, but it never fazed the quarterback, and it never...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Auburn!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Pulled and finds his man on the left. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Wants to go up top on second down. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Gonna let it play. Oh, it's picked off. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. So here comes the Auburn offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Brown will throw it. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Third and long coming up. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Start this drive and snap it from the 40. On the draw, it's Hughes. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Listen, nice completion, short game. Now you get to third down. Third down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on third down, I still got that fourth down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
The throw. Left side is Hughes. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
On the delay, it's Hughes. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
I like the idea of going draw there. You're trying to sell pass, but you still need to do a better job up front executing those blocks. There's too many one-on-ones where they got beat, and as a result, they suffer a negative play.
Back to pass, it's Wigman. Out wide right, it's Martin. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. They'll try to get it through the air. Out wide left, it's Martin. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal.
Third down and short is exactly what you want on offense because you can run the football, make the defense suck up, but you can also throw it. Nice execution, third and short, now set up in a first and goal situation.
They'll run it on first and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. They go right back to their man on second and goal. Brought down short of the end zone, and that'll bring up third and goal.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a third down and goal.
A third and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Wideout trying to get it in. Touchdown, Cougars! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
And this offense right now, they're doing some damage through the air. That's now their second passing touchdown. They thought coming into this game they were going to have some matchups on the perimeter of the field that they could take advantage of, and they've done that so far here today.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Brown wants to pass. Throws to the back. With the catch, it's Cobb. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Drops back on first down. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Second and long here. Straight ahead, it's Cobb. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. Third and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Needs it. And he did! defense standing tall against the run.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
The run inside. It's Hughes. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Looking for a man. It's Wegman. Left side is Hughes. Breaks into the open. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
And that is exactly the execution you want from your zone defense, man. Zone defense means eyes on the quarterback. As soon as he throws the football, eye break. Nice job breaking on the football, being physical, not allowing him to make that catch over the middle of the field.
Hits inside. It's Hughes. Gain of 8. It's now 3rd and 2.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
Yeah, and I think 3rd and short is the perfect time to run RPOs because I can give the football or make the read, but I got to make sure in these situations I'm accurate with the football either way. Wasn't accurate with the football, now you got a 4th down situation.
It would have been a 54-yarder if they'd tried the field goal. Instead, they'll try to convert on 4th and short. Looking for the marker. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Well, the head coach said he was going to be aggressive. 4th and 2 is kind of right on that edge, but he goes for it and gets it done.
They said he was going to be aggressive, and he backed it up. That's one thing you want to see. You want to hear your coaches talk, and you want to see them back it up on the field.
Bulldozes his way through. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several 1st downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Keeps it on the bootleg. Still looking to his right. They use the sideline and get him out of bounds right at the 9.
Well, it's a nice positive play on the bootleg going to the right there, and a really good decision that time by the quarterback, too, because he's supposed to throw that down the field, but as soon as he turned around, he saw that there was just open space, green grass. Put your foot in the ground, use your athletic ability, and go get positive yards.
Drives inside. They'll stop him right there, but it is enough for a Houston 1st down.
And I think this is starting to get really frustrating for this defense, man. This is a drive that they're putting play after play together. And you finally force the 3rd down, and they get the 1st down again. And so starting to sub some bodies because they're getting a little bit tired. They've got to find a way to get...
Touchdown, Houston! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And a lot of times when you get down here in the red zone, man, it's players, not plays. Finding your individual matchups that you feel very confident in. And I'm not surprised they went to their go-to wide receiver. And I'm also not surprised that he won on the outside and got the touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Brown will throw it. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment, and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? Auburn lines up quickly.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch, that's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Quarterback will keep it. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Second down, gonna throw it. Escapes the pressure to his right. Got out of trouble and throws. Short completion along the sideline will be enough for the first down.
And you talk about just being a pain in the butt. This guy, he can just scramble, move, throw it on the run, and his ability to extend the play was the reason for the conversion right there, Paul.
Yeah, and David, I like the idea that he kept his eyes down the field, right? With his speed, there's a lot of guys in his position that would have just taken off and tried to go get it with their legs, but he gave the play a chance. He allowed the routes to develop and let everybody work the scramble drill to find a big-time completion.
Oh, pressure's coming. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. Auburn calls its second of 3 timeouts. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Brown wants to pass. Look out! Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Tigers! Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. From deep, it's Drake. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hughes. Doesn't find any room whatsoever here late in the half. The Cougars will use their first timeout here. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Time time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking for a man. It's Wigman. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown Auburn. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. Extra point here will tie the game. And they did tack on the extra point. That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Running inside, it's Hughes. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at Syracuse taking on the Pitt Panthers. And it's the Orange sneaking out of here with an upset victory. Gonna have to see how the rankings shake up following this outcome. It brings them to 2-2 on the season following a big road win.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Brown will throw it. Out wide left, it's Cobb. There he goes. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing the football. He's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
On the run, it's Cobb. Got a little grass. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
Hey, you can see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want. This defense got to answer the bell.
The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. Wants to throw on first. Back's got it on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. You can hand it to him. You can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? They're finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
Clock ticks under the 4-minute mark here in the third quarter. They're all over him. Left side is Washington. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
And the Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Run in the red zone, it's Cobb. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
You know, you're in the red zone, you bring out a bunch of tight ends on the field. So the defense, they were expecting run on that one. They were physical, and they were able to force the negative play.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Brown wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Takes it from the gun on third down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Thought he might have had a little room for a second, but he'll be stopped at the 28. A pretty good job by the coverage unit. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. And after that last field goal, they start this third quarter, finding themselves playing from behind.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Give to the running back. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. Houston wants to play fast.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Caught in the backfield, it's Young. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to throw. It's Wegman. And down goes the quarterback, but there are penalty flags on the field. Let's see what the call is. Defensive holding, an automatic first down for this offense. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. They'll try the right side. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. This time they'll throw it. Finds his man. It's Young. Taken down.
Nice job recognizing the route defensively there. As soon as that ball was thrown, that defender knew exactly who he was going to, and he was able to make the tackle at the perfect time. No gain on that one.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Right side, it's Broussard. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
quick give. It's Hughes. Oh, he's got some space. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. Now just about ready to snap it to start the fourth. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Looking downfield, it's Wigman. Out wide left, it's Thomas. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Wide right, it's Young. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
Fires to the wideout. And here's the third interception of the night.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. So the defense sets him up with that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punching a score, and they'll go home with the W. Gets it out to the 22-yard line, and that'll be enough for the first down.
This offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been...
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Left side, it's Kane. Still on his feet at the 45. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. You get a play like that, and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Using his legs, it's Cobb.
Nice run, and I think everybody knows. He's right there next to that 100-yard mark, 98 yards on the day. And that's a mark, man. When you hit that mark a lot of times and you take care of the football, you win a lot of football games. It's the more physical team. It's the team that makes it easy, makes it easier on their quarterback, and they've done that today.
Brown will throw it. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Got him. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Working their way closer and closer, a 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. The Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Tight end now in motion. They keep it on the ground, clock is their friend. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block, that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like, it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy. From the red zone, it's Cobb. He's stopped.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Right side, it's Nimrod. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
Rides to the back. And he's in! Touchdown, Tigers!
You know, good teams just know how to close games out. And you're seeing that right now with this team, right? Their defense just had a massive takeaway. The offense able to capitalize on that with a touchdown, so they padded their lead. This just speaks to, I think, the experience in the locker room and also the playmakers they have. This game is starting to feel like a blowout.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Houston offense once again. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. From the gun, it's Hughes. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Long way to go on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Wegman. Good timing on the quick out. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few.
And obviously you're in a tough spot. Like, you're down a couple of possessions. The defense knows you're going to throw the football, so you can tell they're backed up. They're playing the pass, and the offense has to take the little stuff underneath. They've got to find a way to make explosive plays.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Unloads to the wideout. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation where you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
Auburn's offense headed out to go on the attack. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. He's past the sticks. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have it.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Brown wants to pass. Somehow got the screen into that traffic, and that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Between the uprights, it's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Out wide left, it's Hughes. So dangerous after the catch, and what a good move to get out of bounds and stop this clock.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Dropping back, it's Wigman. Rush right in his face. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Straight ahead, it's Cobb. Turning it on. He's past the marker. Brought down after a big run, and that is the way to put an exclamation point on this one. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.